Let's take a look at 3 biblical pictures of what it means to have supernatural help in reading the Bible. The first picture comes from Luke 24. Do you remember the disciples? 2 of them are on the road to Emmaus, and Jesus joins them, and he opens the scriptures to them. And then later, when they're eating supper and he breaks the bread, they recognize Jesus, and they said, "Didn't our hearts burn within us when he opened to us the scriptures?" Then later that night, when Jesus shows up among the 11, it says he opened their minds to understand the scriptures. So there's one picture. Jesus opening the book by showing them how to look at the Old Testament in relation to himself, and the other one is opening their mind. So both are required. That's picture number 1. Picture number 2 is in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6, where it says, "The God who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,'" like on the first day of creation, "has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ." And in the face of Christ, I think, means as Christ is portrayed to us personally, physically, really in the Gospels. And so the picture is creation has to happen in our hearts. God has to say, "Let there be light." So when I go to the Bible, I'm praying, "Oh God, do this supernatural work like you did on the first day of creation," and say, "Let there be light" in John Piper's heart. And the third picture is God enlightening the eyes of the heart, as though the heart has its own eyes, which in a sense spiritually it does. So in Ephesians 1:18, Paul prays that God would enlighten the eyes of our hearts so that we would know what is our hope, know the greatness of our inheritance, know the greatness of the power that is at work in us. And so you have these 3 pictures: God opening the mind or opening the scriptures, and you have God creatively saying, "Let there be light," and you have God opening the eyes, enlightening the eyes of the heart. So when I say we need supernatural help in reading the Bible, seeing God in the scriptures, being conformed to God in the scriptures, that's the kind of picture I have in mind.